costly if you were to flush, but he got it. He showed us a beautiful loop also as he sets back up for the McNasty. Not quite getting that bow up and over his head. It's okay. He's going to paddle straight back up. Let's give him a round of applause as he tries to get back up into the feature. Okay, you're going for that tricky loop on that server's right side. Back up, looking for a huge space Godzilla. Almost getting that bow down for a space loop. He's about 15 seconds left on the clock as he goes for that split wheel to the right. Here's a few seconds. Let's see what Chicky's going to throw right on the buzzer as he goes for a phonics. Getting a pirouette as the rest of his ride. Next up we have Luke.
What is this?
It's just receivers to make sure these connect. For a second I thought it was like Oprah.
Yeah, for the live stream, that's what I thought it was for. I'll do Luke and Spencer. Mason looks so sad. And Luke has the thumbs up from the head judge, Clay. He is also going to go for that entry move, get those points right off the bat. Looking for it. Looking for that entry 3, catching his stern, flushing out, but he has plenty of time. Come on, everybody, he's at the start of his ride. Let's cheer him back up here. Going real fast, right back into the feature. Huge aerial loop, plugging it straight into some cartwheels. Flushing again, but it's okay. He's got plenty of time to make it back up. He's paddling hard to get back up in the feature. Looking for another trick. Maybe looking for that phonics monkey, but not quite getting the bow down enough. It's okay, he can try it again. He's got plenty of time. Looking for that phonics monkey again, but not quite pulling it around. He's got time. There's his 15-second buzzer. Let's cheer him up as he gets his last trick in. Looking for that phonics monkey again, but maybe not getting it. Going for the phonics monkey the other way, almost bringing it up and over. And that'll do it for Luke's first ride. I'm excited to see if he can bring that phonics monkey around in the next ride. Looking back at the top, we got Spencer Morgan. Another athlete we saw compete in the C1 category this morning. He's from Telluride, Colorado. Goes to school out in North Carolina. Has been here for the past few weekends. He's excited. He's looking to throw down a huge ride. He's got the thumbs up. Big smile on his face. Gonna be looking for a big entry move if I had to guess. There it is, that entry 3, bringing it up and over very nicely. Going into that loop, getting his momentum going. And looking for that McNasty, huge right up and over the top. Looking for that other direction, McNasty, on that corner. Almost catching an unfortunate flush, but he's got it. He's gonna reset, looking for that phonics monkey right on that edge, bringing it up and over very nicely. Looking for that McNasty that he just missed. There it is, right over the top. He's still got plenty of time. Let's cheer him up as he gets back up there. There's that 15-second buzzer. We'll be able to see Spencer get 1 or 2 more tricks off in this last time. Looking for that Space Godzilla, very big, very nice. Maybe going for that tricky one, not quite, but saving it with a few cartwheels. And there's his buzzer. It's a good first ride from Spencer.
I was talking to Spencer. He really wants to get that 900 to 1,000 point ride. So let's see if he gets that this weekend. All right, we're gonna go back up to the top of the scoring sheet. We have Nathan kicking off his second ride. drops in, looking for the space Godzilla to the left. Getting set back up for his next trick. Showing us a space Godzilla on the other side, having an unfortunate flush from his stern grab. He's going to paddle hard, straight back into the feature. He wants to score some more tricks, show us that he can throw absolutely huge. Nathan's spinning around and trying to get into some cartwheels. He's going to paddle back into the eddy. Let's see if the judges will give him that as he's get a 90-degree twist. Looking for the space Godzilla on the other side, really taking off left and right. I think he's going to wave off the rest. Give him a round of applause.
Next up, we have Mason Hargrove again. Good first ride for Mason. I know he wants more, but
Mason Hargrove, my older brother, my inspiration. I'm excited to see him go absolutely huge. His first ride was amazing. I know he wants to top it even more. He just got the thumbs up from head judge Play Right as he drops in for his second run of the relay. Mason Romeo looking for that entry three. Entry Zilla really getting the boat up and out of the water straight into a bonnet on the right side. As he goes in looking for the cartwheel, maybe a tricky move, but didn't quite like the angle, so he kept it safe. Going in for the Space Godzilla to the other side, he kept it safe. Going in for the Space Godzilla to the other side, really making sure.
see a big smile, Mason. You should be really happy with those rides.
Definitely a proud little sister moment. Next up we have Eric Jackson. We know he can also go absolute huge. He knows how all the links work. He knows how every single trick is built. So I'm excited to see what score he throws up there.
There we go. He should be happy with that. That was so good. He came out, he's like, yeah, we gotta heckle him into being proud of himself.
Eric Jackson is the inventor of the McNasty. He's ready. He's waiting for head judge Play Right to give him that thumbs up. There's some little things in it and he's staying warmed up.
Eric Jackson has the color matching down with his boat and his dry top. Best we've seen today, I think. I don't think they have backing front loop on their things yet. Isn't it supposed to be a trophy too, though?
It's not added on this version of 3.2.
Yeah.
They don't have that already. They have it added. A tricky loop.
Yeah.
You know, you can now on this version also is individual tricks rather than groupings.
I saw that. I'm so ready to be done. I'm ready to be done. This rocks. With that big ride from Mason Hargrove, the judges are taking some time to figure out exactly what he scored. Make sure he gets all of his points. I have to judge for Masters. there's a lot of those cadet men up there. It's exciting to see the younger generation of these paddlers getting excited about freestyle. It's super exciting to see.
I think we have about 7 cadet men, which I don't know the last time we've had that big of a number.
In a while.
Alright, Eric Jackson just got a thumbs up. His grandson is also a part of the cadets, so he'll be competing also alongside him as Eric Jackson drops in first. Nice stretch.
Eric Jackson's in the hole, looking for a big loop, bringing that around nicely. Plugging in for again, looking for that Space Godzilla, catching that weird bubble that we've seen many people catch. Going to that river left eddy. Not a lot of people have been choosing to go over there. Setting up again, trying that Space Godzilla again, getting it that time. Spinning it right around into a huge snappy McNasty. Going, looking for the McNasty the other way, not quite getting it to go backwards. Going for that Phonics monkey to the right. You can hear that carbon boat slam down in the water. Looking for the Phonics monkey the other way, catching a weird bubble, not quite being able to bring it over the top. He's still got time. We just heard that 15-second buzzer. He'll be able to get one more trick off on here. Let's cheer him on as he gets his last trick. Going for that Phonics monkey again, almost bringing it up and over. He's happy to be here. He's having a good time.
That was an amazing ride from Eric Jackson. Next up we have Nantahala. We're still waiting for the quiz to be all tallied up before we put that up for him. Thumbs up. He's dropping in for his second, his last ride of prelims. Coming straight in for a huge loop, possibly clean, trying to get that paddle up out of the water. A clean bonus is where you don't use your paddle the entire rotation. As he goes in for a Space Godzilla on the right side. I'm not quite sure if his stern got off the water for that trick. As he goes in for a McNasty to the right side. Surfing back over on that left side, getting set back up. We want to see him throw his other McNasty. As he goes in for some cartwheels to the right, split wheels to the right. We just heard that 15-second buzzer as he goes in for that tricky woo again, really bringing that boat up and out of the water. Finish the rotation. I think it's all to the judge to see if he retained it, but that was beautiful with the angles. And that's it for Vacation's last ride. He should be pretty stoked with that one.
Next up in the lineup, we have Luke. Luke was looking for that Phonics monkey a lot in the last ride. Let's hope we can see him bring it around this time. He's excited. He's warming up, visualizing that Phonics monkey. Judge is eating some goldfish, waiting for the thumbs up. There we go. Let's see if Luke can bring that Phonics monkey around. Let's cheer him on. Go straight in for it. Almost getting it around. Taking some time, making sure he's in the right spot for this trick. There we go. Bringing that up and over the top. Looking for that other side, not quite getting it. Flushing down into the eddy. Let's cheer him on, everybody. Let's get excited. Working his way up that eddy really fast. Looking to get more tricks off. Looking for another Phonics monkey to the other way that time. Maybe, we'll see what the judges say about him flushing. But nonetheless, a great Phonics monkey. This must be his favorite trick. There's his 15-second buzzer. Doing a split wheel. Staying on that stern for a second. Sitting on that edge, looking for that McNasty, bringing it up and over nicely. Up, 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 get back in that feature. There we go, throwing a claw at the end. He's happy to be here. And back towards the top of the feature, our last paddler today of the senior men, Spencer Mortel. Spencer just had his little brother, Marcus Mortel, competing in the junior men's category. We're looking to see both the brothers do really well in this competition. Spencer had a great first ride. Looking to do some different tricks, some more tricks. Do you want to do it again? There we go. There's that thumbs up for Spencer. He's ready to go. Big smile on his face as always. Focusing in, wanting that entry to go big. That entry not quite bringing it over the top, but he's staying in the feature, so that's what matters. Big aerial loop. Straight into a McNasty, spinning around. Hearing that carbon boat slap against the water. Looking for the other side McNasty, up and over the top. He's going fast. He's getting all these tricks done. Setting on the top of that foam pile. Looking for the phonics monkey, not quite getting that initiation to come around. He'll be looking for that again. There's that phonics monkey again, this time bringing it up and over. He's happy, checking the clock, making sure he has enough time. There's his 15-second buzzer. Looking for that lunar orbit. Maybe catching a little bit too much green water. Let's cheer him up. He's got a few seconds. Let's see if he can pull something off. One last trick on the buzzer. What's he going to throw? A nice loop to finish it off. Let's give a round of applause for these senior men. That is all the senior men. We will have scores shortly, and stay around for the cadets who are getting ready in the top eddy. I commentated at Worlds.
Oh, yeah, sorry, I forgot about that.
I want to commentate tomorrow. Yeah, where do you want me to put this?
Hey, do you want to grab the girl? Or Daniel, do you want to grab the girl? Chloe and
Yeah, sure.
can you just say for them to come?
All right, here's your round results. The combined scores are what you see here. We're going to take the top 10 into the semifinals tomorrow. Coming in 17th place, Royal with a score of 170 points. 16th place, Harley with a score of 230. In 15th place, Caleb Jones, score of 217. In 14th place, Mackenzie McCurry, 435. In 13th place, Luke Womble with a score of 461. In 12th place, Louis Cheese, score 466. In 11th place, Eric Bate, score 496. Going on to semifinals tomorrow will be Carter Cohen in 10th place, score of 518 points. We will do Nathan Poley in 9th place, score of 600. points. In 8th place, R.A. Dennis, 666 points. In 7th place, Mason Smith, 830 points. In 6th place, Aaron Kilroy, score 973. In 5th place, Eric Jackson, 991 points. In 4th place, Spencer Mortel, 1,096 points. In 3rd place, Nick Troutman, 2,026 points. In 2nd place, Mason Hargrove, 2,740. And in 1st place, Dane Jackson with 2,913 points. Now, I want to highlight that Mason Smith does have the high score on the day of 1,793 points on an individual ride, combined with his 946, whereas Dane's 1,500 and 1,400 combined for that 2,900 point ride. So, semifinals tomorrow. Carter, Nathan, Polly, Ari, Mason, Aaron, EJ, Spencer, Nick, Mason, and Dane.
Yeah, that second ride was not good.
All right.
Hi, Parker. How are your points?
We're here at the NOC bringing to you the 2025 National Championships, sponsored by Nantahala Outdoor Center, Wave Monkey. Hopefully the live stream is up and ready for you guys. Got a little message here from the NOC.
Yeah, the juniors are stacked there. You guys are kind of scary.
I know. I hate this guy. Why are they all so old and still here?
They're looking good, too.
That's how I felt competing against Well, what's your opinion on my almost Jedi?
These kids really need to work on
we
getting that boat up and out.
We should sit down so the people back there can see. I kind of forgot that.
Mathis has a little less than 15 seconds on the clock. He looks up at the score. He looks up at the judges as he goes for that loop again, this time sticking the feature, rolling up in the eddy. That was a beautiful first ride for Mathis Hargrove. I think he'll be pretty stoked with that one. Next up is Mason Scott, right? Next up, I believe we have Mason Scott. We're still waiting. Give us a second. And we have to ask him. He looks pretty excited.
Where is he from? Where are you from? Where are you from?
California.
California?
Alright, we were waiting for the thumbs up for Mason Scott. He's from California. He's all the way out here in North Carolina. He wants to go big. I'm excited to see his paddling. Mathis's score comes in with a big 83 points. So all the cadets, that's your score to beat. Alright, we are ready for Mason Scott.
You want me to call out this one?
Chattanooga. Oh, never mind. He's from Chattanooga, not California. I'm sorry. As he drops in for a beautiful entry wing over, really getting that bow up. Possibly an entry too. I'm excited to see what the judges will give that for him. As he spins around on that surfer's left side, going into the cartwheel on the right. That's the first time we've seen a cadet do that today. Let's turn him back up in the eddy, trying to back up into the feature. Dropping in, looking for that loop, but not quite getting his bow to stand up. It's okay, he still has plenty of time and points already on the board with that entry within that cartwheel. But he wants to go bigger, he wants a higher score, he wants to be on top of the score list. We have 15 seconds left on the clock. He's backing it in, finishing up that spin, getting at 360 degrees. As he goes in, maybe for that cartwheel again. Mason setting straight back up, spinning it around, maybe going to that back ender. And that's it for Mason's first ride. Beautiful first ride of the finals.
Who's up next? Is Reggie up next? All right, we saw his brother competing earlier. Reggie is up next. We'll have to see what he does. I'm really hoping for a phonics.
I agree. Let's see what Reggie has in store for him. I saw him also doing McNasties. So these cadet guys are actually growing down. They're making the junior men scared whenever they age up.
He's making me scared and I'm a pro man.
All right, we're waiting for the thumbs up for Reggie. We're just finishing finalizing Mason's score. And I'll send that out and then Reggie can go. So hold on a second. We have Mason's score coming in with 93 points. Thank you. As Reggie drops in, looking for that entry 3. An entry 3 being an entry McNasty. We see a lot of the pro guys in junior men for that. That's the first time we've seen. As he goes in for that beautiful loop, spinning the boat around.
Did you want me to talk? Okay. Spin left. And we have another spin right. He's paddling it back up into the feature, hoping to set up for something big. All right. We got a Space Godzilla to the right.
Reggie really getting that 90-degree twist.
Oh, and some cartwheels maybe. Resetting. I think he's looking for that McNasty right now. Oh, just can't get that tail upstream. He's still got time. 15 seconds. Come on, let's cheer him up there. Oh, that phonics was so close.
Reggie, a few seconds left on the clock. And that is it for Reggie, showing us another phonics right after the buzzer. That was a pretty high-scoring ride for the cadets. It's really cool to see them throw these high-scoring tricks that we mainly only see pros or junior men doing, but they're doing it being under 14. I believe Reggie is 12 or 13, and he is out here throwing absolutely massive tricks.
Next up is Owen. Last name? Forrester from my home state of Colorado. I've been watching this kid paddle for the last 2 years. He took a big win last cadet nationals, and I'm excited to see if he can do it again.
All right, we just got a score for Reggie. Reggie just got a 261-point ride. That is absolutely insane. So Reggie's on top of the leaderboard. Now we have Owen dropping in from Colorado. He knows he can top that score. I've seen him throw big as he drops in for that entry one. Owen is in Colorado, but he does a lot of pole boating. So he really knows how to do all these tricks. I was talking to him. He's been working on his gymnastics. He's been working on his phonics, working on his lures and tricking. So he definitely has the skill to absolutely throw down this competition. As he drops in, looking for this loop, possible space that the judges will give him for that rotation. Looking up at the clock, he still has plenty of time. Most of these cadet guys are used to 45 seconds, where here we have a minute. Setting back up, looking for that nasty possibly. Owen plugging in, going for a huge loop, really getting that air huge up off of his kayak. Owen going for the split wheel with a little bit of air, a little bit of pizzazz. As he goes for the space Godzilla to the right again. And a phonics, a pirouette on the buzzer. That's an amazing first ride for Owen. These guys have 3 rides. The best one counts. They have 3 different attempts to put on the highest score. Next up after Owen, we have Jude.
He's from Asheville, right?
Charlotte.
Jude is from Charlotte, North Carolina. We saw his sister out here this morning, and I'm sure he wants to show us.
306. All right, Owen's score just came in with a 306 points, so he's currently on top. 319.
Sorry, that was wrong.
Actually, 319, so even more.
Owen dropping in with an entry 1.
Jude dropping it with an entry run,
Oh,
already
it's Jude.
30 points up on the board, and he spins around on the shoulder, the left shoulder, then the right shoulder, getting set back up. He has plenty of time. He knows what tricks he can do. He was really working on his loop and his space Godzillas this weekend, so I'm excited to see if he can score both of those in a minute. Jude plugging in, going for that big air loop. These cadets get points for also unders, so every under is a point. Jude paddling straight back into the feature, looking for that space Godzilla that I was talking about earlier. That loop with a 90-degree twist. Spinning it around, maybe looking for some cartwheels. And that's it for Jude's first try.
Next up, we have Tucker Troutman. His family may be the most famous whitewater family to have ever lived, and I'm sure he's excited to top his dad and uncle's score and granddad's score today.
123. All right, Tucker dropping in for his first try. Trying to take a huge snappy loop. Really getting that boat up and out of the water, spinning on that surfer's right side. competitor, Jude, his score coming in with an 123 points. We're still waiting for Tucker's score.
Do you know anything about Vance?
He's a silent motor, but he's been dabbling in freestyle lately. He's been using some spaces and thought he really wants to on it.
Has he gotten it?
No.
All right. Next competitor is going to be Vance. He's primarily a slalom boater with that sick paddle, but I've heard he's been dabbling in the freestyle a bit with some loops and spaces. He's also really looking for that phonics monkey, so I'm really hoping to see that.
What?
Hometown hero, training here at the Nantahala Outdoor Center.
I heard Vance has a 50-degree offset on that paddle, and he's still able to throw down. I only have a 15, so I'm impressed.
293 for Tucker.
What?
293.
Tucker's score coming in with a 293 points. So Owen's still on the top of the scoreboard, but Vance could mess that up as he goes in for an entry one, maintaining the feature, dropping in for a huge loop. He's been really wanting to get those spaces and phonics this weekend. That's been his dream, and let's see if he gets that this weekend. As he goes in, going for that space Godzilla, not quite getting the boat to twist, but he still has plenty of time. Let's cheer him up as he gets back into the feature.
That 50-degree offset helping right now.
Vance going in, looking for that cartwheel, possible split wheel. He knows how to get that boat up on edge. He's been paddling with cadets all weekend, and they have really been pushing each other, encouraging each other to do the best they can. All of these guys are best friends, and they're out here just having an amazing time. Vance possibly looking for that McNasty. That's a trick that I personally haven't seen him throw. Then surfing up on that left side, spinning it around, taking a spin to the right and to the left. And that'll be it for Vance's first ride of 3. This hometown hero is doing amazing in freestyle as he also does slalom, so a very diverse paddler. Alright, we are waiting for Vance's score, and then I will talk over scores, and then we'll start back up for our second ride.
Do we keep talking? So we're out here having a finals format for these cadets. The winner of this will be our cadet national champion. And we've seen some good rides so far, but I think all these guys want to see some throw bigger, do better. So I'm really excited to see what their second rides.
All right, who wants to hear scores? I think there are only a few of the cadets here. All right, our leader being Owen with 319 points. Tucker with 293, and Reggie with 261. But who had Mathis dropping straight into the feature, going for that entry move. Having a little bit of an unfortunate face surf, but it's okay. He's paddling straight back in. He is absolutely crushing it out here on the water. He's having a blast. These are all of his best friends. As Mathis drops in, going for that space Godzilla, really trying to get that rotation up on the boat. He seems a little bit tired, but he's out here absolutely throwing down. Mathis paddling straight back in, my little brother. Let's cheer him up, back up into the feature. Mathis in that blue shooting star. He knows how to get that boat up and out of the water, just like he shows us right there, showing us a space Godzilla rolling straight back up into the feature. Up, 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 Mathis. You still have time left on the clock. Let's see one more trick. He's smiling. He's super excited. It's always nice to have my little brother paddling out here with me. And that's it from Mathis's second ride.
Mason's next up.
We're still waiting for that ride to be finalized, and then we'll kick off Mason's second ride.
What was he looking for? McNasty? Onyx? Something? Unfortunately, I don't know everybody, so it makes it hard. I asked them if they had anything that they wanted me to talk about when they were up there, and they didn't give me anything.
53 points, so he'll stay with his first ride of 83.
Next up is Mason with a first score of 93. He's really going to look to improve that in this second ride, and I know he can do it. He is dropping into the feature right now. Looking for that big entry 1, maybe 2. We'll see, it's up to the judges. Spinning it around right now. Going for that loop. Oh. Continues to side surf. Spins it the other way. Oh, he's coming out of the feature. Let's cheer him on up, everybody. Still got plenty of time to get a huge score. He's back in the feature now. Going for that loop and just not quite getting it around, but he's still got time. Let's see it another again. Cartwheel right. Spin. Another spin right. Cartwheel right again. Maybe a spin link cartwheel.
That's a possibility. That is it for Mason's second ride. He still has one more. I'm excited to see if his points from this ride will top his last.
All right, our next competitor is Reggie. And I think, honestly, his goal is to beat his brother at this point. So we'll see if he can pull that one off. He's currently sitting in third place with a score of 261. But I totally know he can improve that. I think he's got the phonics on this one.
159. Mason topping his score with 159 points, and congratulations, you topped your first ride.
Reggie dropping in now. Brother on the shore coaching him. He's looking for that entry 3, but it looks like he got an entry 1. Coming on, side surfing into a spin. He's looking for that loop. Oh, Space Godzilla. He's again side surfing, spinning it around. Maybe looking for some cartwheels there. Oh my gosh, a Jedi flip? That would have been pretty cool. All right, he's out of the feature. Let's cheer him on up. Up, up, up. You got plenty of time.
Reggie's already thrown some pretty big tricks. We know that he wants to do that McNasty, or that phonics, or that huge loop that he just showed us right there. Really getting his boat up and out of the water. Possible huge bonus.
He's now going for that phonics monkey. Oh, he still has 15 seconds. He's got one more trick in there. He gets out on the feature, setting up for something. Oh, going for the Space Godzilla. And that'll be his ride. Doing some extracurricular activities post the comp ride.
That was an amazing ride for Reggie. His first ride score being a 261. So we'll see if he tops that in his second ride. After Reggie, we have Owen, who's currently in the lead with 319 points. But I know that he can top that even higher.
Reggie, you got a 293 points.
So you just topped your first ride score of 263. Now you're at 293.
You are tied with Tucker Troutman for second. Owen dropping in with the entry 1. Going for a big Space Godzilla. Resetting. Resets with a spin to the right. And he's going to go for that Space Godzilla again.
Owen Forster really knows how to throw down. I'm excited to see what tricks he has in store for us, showing us those Space Godzillas to the right.
He's paddling back into the feature. Hopefully trying to get that loop. Oh, Space Godzilla to the left.
Trying to get Space Godzilla right and left. Let's see what trick he has next for us. I know he's been working on his McNasty. He's got 20 seconds left on the clock. He spins around looking for his next trick. He's got 15 seconds left on the clock now. Going in for a huge loop. Air huge bonus. As Owen looks up at the clock, he still has time left to see what trick he's going to do for his last one.
Maybe a McNasty? Oh, Phonics!
Phonics monkey. That was an amazing ride for Owen Forrester. His first ride score was a 3:19. He's currently in the lead.
I'm excited to see if that tops it. Who's next? What place is he in?
I don't know. There's 230. 120. I don't know.
I can't hear.
Hey, what's the score? Alright, Drew dropping into the beach. They're going for that entry leadover. I absolutely love to see these cadet men throwing down and trying entry moves. Entry moves are definitely risky so you have a chance of flushing. But here they are throwing absolutely down. Jude went for a huge move, but having an unfortunate flush. He's already back up in the feature, wasting no time. His older sister paddled earlier in the junior women, getting a pretty sick score. I'm excited to see if he can throw down and get the amount of score that she got last time, or even higher. Jude rolling straight back up into the eddy. Let's cheer him on. Up, up, up.
Jude still has plenty of time in his ride to get a big score. 15 seconds left. Looking for that loop, but just missing it. He's got time to reset. He's got one more trick in him. I know it. Oh, there we go. Oh, almost a spin link loop. That would have been pretty sick. Oh, doing an extracurricular Space Godzilla. Unfortunately, I think that was after the buzzer, but that'll be up to the judges to decide.
Hey, Mom, what's Owen's score? I do not know. We're still waiting for the judges to calculate Jude's score, and I'll also give you Owen's score in a second. Alright, Owen, you have topped your score. So there's a new leaderboard going to go on. 434 points for Owen Forrester.
146. 146.
And Jude got a 146,
Which is topping his last one.
which topped his last ride.
Next up, we have Tucker Troutman. His dad was out here competing. His mom was out here competing. His uncle was out here competing. And so is his grandfather. So the entire family is out here absolutely crushing it on the water. As Tucker drops in for an entry move, a spin, and a loop, all retaining the feature. Going in for a cartwheel to the right. His dad's on the side coaching him, giving him tips, making sure he's getting his angles nice and high. Tucker's plugging in, going for the loop again, possible Space Godzilla. I'm still unsure as he surfs around, spinning it to the right, getting set back up for his next trick. Let's cheer him up as he's in the eddy. He still has time left on the clock, but he knows he wants to be in first. He's got 15 seconds left on the clock as he sets back up to the top of the feature for his next trick. Going in for that cartwheel.
Whoa!
Multiple phonics, monkey! As Tucker is absolutely shocked! That was amazing! Tucker is absolutely throwing down! Big round of applause for Tucker. That was absolutely insane. I can see the shock on his face as he pulls that around. He's been working on that trick, and yet he just got it in competition. That was absolutely insane.
What was that? Was that a phonics?
Yeah.
I like the cartwheel to phonics. That was pretty sick. I like the face.
Tucker's last ride was a 293, so we'll see if his last ride, which I think so. 293.
3. Tucker improves his first ride with a
223 points, putting him straight in second place behind Owen Forrester. Tucker Troutman, that was incredible.
And he knew that too. You can see the look of shock on his face post his trick.
Tucker, you absolutely amazed the judges up there. They're still smiling from that huge phonics monkey. Next up we have Mr. Vance. His sister was competing earlier with me in the junior women's. I know she got a pretty good score. Vance, you want to top that score. Let's see if you can do it. Alright, you just got the thumbs up from head judge Abby Holcomb. As he drops in for his second ride of finals, showing us that beautiful wing over entry one, setting up on that surfer's right side.
He's spinning it around. Oh, just catching his tail there a little bit. But he still has plenty of time in this ride. Can we cheer him on up there? That 50-degree offset paddle and all that slalom training is coming in handy right now. He gets back in the feature. Looking to set up for some sort of aerial trick here. Plugging it in. Oh, looking for that massive loop, but just missing it. Resetting one more time. He's in the eddy. We're going to need to cheer him on up here hard. He has got...
Vance coming straight back into the feature. There we have the 15-second marker. He's throwing in for a Space Godzilla to the right. He still has left on the clock. Let's see what he can get for the last few seconds. Up, Vance. Alright, I think he's gonna just wave it off. It's okay. That was an amazing ride for a second. He still has one more. We're gonna wait for Vance's score and then I'm gonna read off the leaderboard again.
So like I said earlier, this is finals format. So there is 3 rides and it's best of 3. So only one ride counts. So if you have a poor performance on one ride, it's important to just try and reset, get back up there, and then go for a better ride right after.
What was Vance's score? What's Vance's score?
We were having some technical issue limiting our scoring. Ow.
Hold on.
Ow. Jesus Christ.
Oh! It is, there's a delay.
Wait, what?
Like I saw you walk over and your head disappeared.
Wait, what? Let me see. What happened?
So that's the results. Everything's plus like 13. Here's the actual. Just read those scores. Hold on. 58 was his last ride. Read off those.
All right, folks, as you see the results there, we actually have some modifiers that are not added into that, somewhere in the neighborhood of 13 to 20 points. However, these standings will not change based on the local points we've got. This is still Owen Forster in first place, 431 points. Reggie in second place with 280. Tucker Troutman with also 280. There's a tiebreaker that will be in effect here shortly. Mason Scott with 146, Vance Lentz 135, Jude Monson with 110, and Mathis Hargrove with 70 points. They all have one ride left to go before finals are set. So stick around for that as we move into the last rides for the cadets.
everybody. Let's cheer him on up there. He's getting back in the feature. Probably gonna set up for an aerial trick here. Or he's gonna go for a flat spin. Spin is good. Oh, just kind of flushing on the end, catching a little boil. Still has plenty of time to score a huge ride. Freestyle kayaking in general, 15 seconds and your score can completely change. Mathis throwing a huge loop there. That's what I was saying, like he can change the score in a matter of seconds. I don't know if that's gonna top his first ride, but I really hope it does.
Right there. Next up, we have Mason. We're still waiting for Mathis' score to be finalized. 103.
Mathis, you have improved on your 83 with the 103.
Mathis absolutely improved his score from an 83 to a 103. An extra 20 points. That's so impressive of Mathis. Next up, we have Mason. We're waiting for the thumbs up. All right, we just got the thumbs up from head judge from Mason. He's dropping back in. His score is currently 159. He wants to up his score even higher.
Unfortunately, just catching some funky water there on his loop, but he's coming back up to that feature, and there is still plenty of time in this ride to get a huge score.
Mason dropping straight back in, looking for that spin on the side. A spin is a 10-point trick. So really tying up those small points are sometimes smarter than going for the big ones, having the risks of flush. But all it is the creativity that these guys have to do a minute of freestyle. Dropping in, going for that possible cartwheel, not quite getting the boat on edge, but here he goes, trying it again, going for a beautiful back ender.
I don't know, they might give him cartwheel for that. Oh, looking for the loop there, and unfortunately just catching some funky water and flushing out. He still has 15 seconds. Maybe he can make it back up in the feature for one more trick on his final ride. Let's cheer him on up. Oh, he's officially waving it off.
Beautiful third ride for Mason, straight out of Chattanooga.
I don't know if that's going to improve on his second ride, but we'll see. He's currently at a 159.
Mason's ride coming in with a 28, so you will stay with that second ride of 153 points. Congratulations, that was amazing.
All right.
All right, next up we have Reggie. His older brother was also competing earlier. I think Reggie wants to get more points than his brother. He's jumping in straight for an entry 2, looking for that entry 3, but getting a little bit of a flush. Reggie's spinning it around, surfing it left, surfing it right, setting back up for his next trick.
And here he goes with a big Space Godzilla. Almost linking it into cartwheels, into another Space Godzilla. Looking for the loop there. I think he still has a total chance of taking Owen off the first position with a good McNasty here. Oh, and he almost had it. Just missing it on that funky water on the surfer's left side.
He is paddling straight back up. He wants to get back up in the feature. His brother's on the side coaching him, yelling at him, looking at the clock, making sure his angles are nice and set for the ICF. Reggie setting back up, looking for that McNasty again, maybe a little McGazilla right there. As he goes in for the Phonics Monkey again, so close to getting that rotation, possibly getting the pirouette. He is stoked. He is excited to be out here with his friends, absolutely throwing down on this NOC hole. Reggie's score earlier was sitting in at 293 points, so we'll see if this score has topped his last.
Reggie improved on his first ride to his second. So we'll have to see if he improves in this third ride.
The judges are still finalizing up your score, Reggie.
All right, he did improve on his second one.
He's beating Owen. He's beating Owen.
And is he our new leader?
4:39.
He might be our new
He's
leader.
beating Owen. Okay. All right, Reggie, you are currently in first place with 439 points. Congratulations.
I'm pretty sure that was beating his brother's score, so I'm pretty sure he's stoked. His brother looks stoked for him.
All right, Owen Forrester is getting hyped up. He just got kicked out of first place, but we know he can go absolutely massive out here. Owen dropping in for that entry move, getting set back up, staying nice and composed. He knows that he can get the tricks within 1 minute as he goes for the Space Godzilla possible air wheel right there. Surfing it up on that left shoulder, getting set back up, looking for his next trick. Owen's last ride is a 4:34, but he needs a 4:39 if he wants to get up to the first place spot. Owen, let's cheer him on as he tries to go for his next trick. He still has time left on the clock. Owen going in for a huge loop, not quite getting that bow up and over his head. Let's cheer him straight back up, Owen.
He still has plenty of time in this ride to get a big score, and he knows he's totally capable of it. Needs to calm down and compose himself before going for it. And he goes for a huge Space Godzilla. Not quite catching the air that he wanted. Oh, he was looking for that McNasty there. Unfortunately catching a window shade.
And that's it for Owen's last ride of finals. We'll see if his score does top his last. These junior guys are absolutely throwing down, giving us scores that the junior guys were getting. They're giving the junior guys now a run for their money.
As I said earlier, they scare me every year they get better.
All right, we're still waiting for Owen's score to be finalized.
I think Owen's a junior next year, so my brother better watch out. Not an O, not.
All right, Owen, your score coming with a 2:03. So, Reggie, you're gonna stay in first technically at this moment.
All right, Jude dropping into the feature.
Jude dropping in for that entry wing over as he sets back up on that surfer's right side, spinning around, getting that 10 points right off the bat, going in for linking possibly into a loop. Let's cheer Jude on. This is his last ride. This is our third to last competitor of the cadets men's.
His second ride was a 1:46, so he's gonna look to improve that if he wants to make the podium. Oh my gosh, looking for a huge loop there.
Going for that loop on that curler. Impressive air right there. As he shows us another beautiful loop, possible huge bonus. I'm curious to see what the judges are going to give him for that trick.
He's got plenty of time. Everybody clear out of the heavy, give him room. Let's get some cheers up there for the final ride. 15 seconds left.
Jude dropping straight back into the feature, going for that Space Godzilla possible air wheel right there. Spinning it around, he has a few seconds left on the clock. As he back paddles, tries to stay back in. And that is it for Jude Monson's last ride.
I do think that will be an improvement over his second ride.
That was impressive. Nice work, Jude. This weekend, Jude has really been working on his Space Godzillas and the consistency of his cartwheels and loops. I'm sweating.
It is very warm out here.
I still haven't been over there yet. From competing.
Oh yeah, All right, he did improve with his third and final ride, ending with a 239-point ride. Give it up for him. All right, we're going to the next athlete. Tucker Troutman dropping in, looking for an entry 1. Spinning it around.
Tucker is currently in 3rd place, but he knows he can up his score. We saw that with the beautiful phonics that he executed earlier. Tucker going in for some nice cartwheels, really getting that 45-degree angle as he spins on that surfer's right side. Waiting for his next trick, staying nice and composed as he sets back up to the top of the feature, maybe going for another loopy trick as he goes in for a huge loop right there. Really getting the boat up an aerial 360-degree twist. Going in for the Space Godzilla to the right, spinning it back around on that side. A little bit of a flush, but he's going to paddle back in. He wants to stay in the feature for the whole 60 seconds. Going in for that split wheel. He's got 15 seconds left on the clock. His dad on the side is cheering him on, giving some encouragement for him to do his next trick. Tucker looking for that huge McNasty, maybe a McZilla right there. These boys are absolutely throwing down, showing us which tricks that they're working on and which tricks they're going to start getting in the competition. That was an amazing ride for Tucker Troutman. I don't know how loose they're being for anything.
They were pretty loose on Reggie's phonics.
Oh, 100% loose for.
Yeah. Not when this went 300 my second ride. It was so bad. It was so miserable. You know it's bad when Clay comes up to make a comment to you after. Clay goes, yeah, you didn't really put any of your tricks down. I was like, thank you.
We're still waiting for Tucker's score, but next up we have hometown hero, Vance.
Vance will be our final competitor of the day for the cadet category. I'm really excited to see if he can improve on his first ride of a 148.
Tucker does improve his score with the 359 points, putting him straight into 3rd place. Congratulations, Tucker Troutman. Now for our last athlete, Vance. He wants to come out here. He wants to throw down hometown hero. He mainly does slalom but dabbles in freestyle. Multi-disciplined athlete as he drops in for that beautiful entry wing over, setting it back up on that surfer's right side. We see many of the athletes setting up on the side because it is a little bit flushier and easier to get back up to the top of the foam pile. As Vance goes in for that ender, going for that loop. Let's cheer him on. Up, up, up. This is your last competitor of cadet men's.
Vance is the final athlete that could upset this podium. He's back in the feature looking for some sort of aerial trick. Oh my gosh, throwing a huge loop. Unfortunately flushing out of the feature. Let's cheer him back up here. He's back in the feature. Oh, looking for some cartwheels? Maybe getting some cartwheels. I'll be up to the judges to decide. Looking for that McNasty and not quite getting it around. Still has time though. Fight up there. Come on, cheer him on up there. Come on, don't wave off your ride.
All right, guys, let's give a round of applause for these cadet men's. They are absolutely crushing it out here. The future of freestyle is in amazing hands. I'm going to give Kojo a few seconds to finish tallying up the scores, and then I'll read out our new national champion.
Our next class up is going to be Masters. How old are Masters? 40? These are some very young men and women, probably in their late 20s, maybe early 30s. We're still waiting for the scores to come in. Goodbye. Thank you. Where are you sitting right now? No, but where are you in like your rankings for juniors? Same. How old is Masters? 40 plus? No, I need to lock in tomorrow. Except honestly, the Masters category is for people 40 and above. Now, it would be hard to tell that from looking at them, because kayaking does keep you very youthful. I did watch EJ wrestle a bunch of 18-year-olds at Golly Fest.
Let's see, I can't use those results. No, it's fine.
All right, so we got some results for you here. For the cadet class, the results are in. And with an overall score of 439 points, Reggie takes first place in the cadet class. Second place, right behind him, just 5 points behind, Owen Forster, 434 points. Tucker Troutman taking the bronze medal with 359 points. Rounded out fourth place is Jude with 239 points, Mason with 159 points, Vance with 148 points, and Mathis 103. Those are the results. I will get them hopefully up online here shortly with the modifiers, but you've got first place, your national champion, Reggie.
All right.
Who's judging this? All right, we're going to be running the women's with the men, so our running list is going to be Cheryl up first, followed by Lauren, and then straight into the men's, we're going to run into EJ, Sean, John, and then Matt. So just remember, this is plus 40 for the Masters. If you were plus 40 and you like to kayak, then you should be out here.
Okay, we're ready for Cheryl.
All right, well, looks like we got the thumbs up for Cheryl. Spencer, are you ready to watch some kayaking? I'm always ready to watch some kayaking. Spoken like a true freestyle kayaker. Cheryl's been out here a lot training for the freestyle competition. She actually took my clinic last weekend. Last weekend was the first weekend she had actually dropped into the hole ever. So here she goes for this entry move. Looking for that entry one. Can she stay retained? You're gonna look her extender paddle. Get that extended paddle roll. Watch this. Grab the end of her paddle. Watch the grab the end of the paddle. There it is. And bazooka roll. That's more common to see in sea kayaking, correct? Yeah, that's an EJ tactic. He says, why would you shoot 200 yards with a BB gun when you can just shoot 200 yards with a bazooka and roll it and blow it up? Same thing with her extended paddle roll. Cheryl still has plenty of time left, 26 seconds on the clock as she comes back into the feature here. She's gonna look to this right shoulder for a spin. There's that 15-second buzzer going off. These are 60-second rides. Each of these athletes have 60 seconds to show off as much as they want. Cheryl's just gonna do a spin in the backwash. That's gonna be time for her first ride. Cheryl's out here always encouraging us, being a positive force on the river, and it's so inspiring to watch her compete today. Spencer, 20.
She got 20 points.
What? Cheryl coming in at a 20-point ride for that one. Next up, Lauren Burr from an RV next to the river, plugging it in, looking for that Space Godzilla. Not quite getting the air that she needed to score that trick. Trying it again, but still not scoring that trick. Each of these tricks have a predetermined point value and a definition you have to meet to score each of these tricks. For that Space Godzilla, it's a 90-degree twist flown into a front loop. So these athletes have to meet that, that criteria to score the points. These three judges up here are looking for, did they get enough air? Did they land within 45 degrees of upstream? What is gonna count? Lauren back inside the feature now, plugging the bow back in, looking for a giant loop and staying retained. Just unfortunately falling over to her side, but I think that she landed that trick before she fell over, so the judges are still gonna give those points. Get her back up there, crowd. She's got about 5 seconds left. Can she get one more trick in? And that's time for Lauren's first ride. This is the finals, so it's 3 rides. Your best ride is gonna count, so it's go big or go home on all of these. All right, we're gonna roll straight into the men. First up is EJ, a kayaking legend. He competed in the men's class earlier. Lauren coming in with a 213-point ride. That's gonna boost her straight up to the top of the leaderboard in the Master Women's class. All right, these senior men are coming on down. We're gonna run these 2 classes together so we can just be time efficient. It's getting towards the end of the day. Everyone wants to kind of go hang out. It's been an amazing day of freestyle kayaking. We've been seeing 3 different finals. EJ, Eric Jackson, the founder of Jackson Kayak, founder of Apex Kayaks, dropping in, the grandfather of freestyle kayaking. going straight in for that entry move. Not quite getting the verticality on the trick that he needed, but still scoring an entry 1. Looking for those cartwheels to the right-hand side. Those need to be over 45 degrees to score into split wheel right, into split wheel left. Looking around for the woo tricky. Surfing back over to the right shoulder. He's looking up at the scoreboard and the timer, seeing how much time he has left. Maybe looking for the woo tricky on the other side, backwards inside the foam pile. Here he goes, plugging the bow down. Big aerial loop. Gonna get an extra bonus on that for actually getting the boat aerial out of the water. Another stern end coming around into cartwheels on the left-hand side. Maybe looking for the phonics, going crossbow there. Trying to push it up into the McNasty. EJ actually invented this trick for freestyle kayaking. EJ says McDonald's is just like a workout for your stomach, so that's why he named it the McNasty. I'm not wrong. That's what he said.
That's his reasoning?
EJ's reasoning for calling it the McNasty, a little backstory. Every time I hang out with EJ, we go play golf or go kayaking, he says, we gotta hit McDonald's because we just worked out our body, but now we gotta work out our stomach. So we're gonna go eat some McDonald's. And then he was like, look at this new trick I just learned. So he called it the McNasty.
When was that trick invented, Mason?
EJ, you scored a 386 points for your first ride. Next up, we got Sean in his fresh Rockstar 5. Spencer, call this ride for us.
All right. Dropping in sideways. Looking for a spin here on the shoulder. Kind of getting a little high. Flushing off the back. He's paddling back up there. Maybe he's going to look for an aerial trick here. Looks like he's setting it up. Ooh, unfortunately, just not getting the nose under. There was a big loop. He spins it around again. Looking again for maybe a Space Godzilla or cartwheels. Gets the cartwheel, unfortunately flushing off that shoulder. Oh, he's holding the stall. He's holding the stall.
Pretty sick stern stall there.
He's got some time left. Maybe he'll paddle back up. Let's give him a cheer. He has 15 seconds remaining. He gets back in the feature. He still has plenty of time to put up a big ride. Ooh, maybe a Space Godzilla there. And that'll be his ride.
Pretty solid ride from Sean there. Going for it. Having to charge back up that eddy. He's been out here training. He does a lot with Team River Runner, which is a non-profit that gets veterans on the water, teaching them how to fully kayak for free. So he's a true ambassador of the sport. We absolutely love this master class as they are teaching the future of the freestyle. All right, Sean, your score coming in at a 133 points. That's going to keep him in second place as of right now. EJ is still in first with a 378-point ride. But next up, we have John in the Supernova. So you'll look and see how this kayak looks a little bit different than the other freestyle boats. That's because this is the full slice. You're going to see him do lots of slicey ends like cartwheels. Look at him trying to go for those vertical ends. Try and throw the boat around. They'll slice through the water. There goes that boat vertical.
He's rocking a very business casual attire.
I bet you he just left work.
Is that what you have to do when you get old and get a real job?
Don't ask me.
Spinning it around here in that big Supernova. Unfortunately catching it on a bubble. He's smiling though, he's happy.
You still have 15 seconds left in your ride. I know your cardio is not what it used to be, but get back up there.
Nice back surf there. Unfortunately catching stern and flipping.
My dad.
Oh, another Hargrove.
Next up, the last Hargrove. All right, John's gonna come in with a 20-point ride. The last Hargrove you will see today. There's a lot of us, but Dad Hargrove, Matt Hargrove, dropping into the feature now for his first ride of this finals. Looking for that big aerial loop, selling the angle upstream, getting that air bonus, spinning it around on the right shoulder. Looking back around, maybe going for a vertical in, catching a little bit of green water. He's gonna go back to the A. I bet you next he's gonna go for the Space Godzilla to the right-hand side.
Yeah, I'm pretty confident he has the 1790 to beat his son, so we'll see that pretty soon.
There's that big Space Godzilla to the right-hand side. Gonna work it back over to the shoulder. He's gonna go for the cartwheels now. There he goes, cartwheels to the right-hand side. That second one might have been a little low. He might go back and try that one again. Or he's just gonna go for a split wheel next.
15 seconds remaining. Let's cheer him up to the top.
With Matt being in a household of 2 other world champions, he hears a lot about freestyle kayaking, so he knows exactly what to do, like that giant loop. He knew that he could add an extra huge bonus onto that one, so he came back and said, you know what, I'm gonna add an extra huge instead of going for another trick that I'm 50-50 on. Very smart tactics for freestyle kayaking. Get the points that you know that you can get, and then move on to the next.
All right, we're back to the top of our order.
All right, the top of our order. Cheryl, you are going to be up next.
290.
All right, Matt Hargrove moving into second place with 290 points. All right, in first place in the women's category, Lauren Bird. Second place, Cheryl, who is dropping in right now for her second ride. This is the final, so each of these athletes are going to get 3 rides, 1 counts. Cheryl lining it up, looking like she's going to go for a loop. Oh!
That was incredibly close on the loop there. Now we're going to see that classic. Oh, we unfortunately did not get to see. What rule is that called?
It's called the bazooka roll.
The bazooka roll there. I'm a little disappointed, to be honest, that I didn't get to see it again.
The bazooka roll is legendary, and Cheryl is the legend that does it the most.
She's setting back up. She had a beautiful loop before. Let's see if she gets it again. Not quite.
Going for it again. Watch this bazooka roll. There we go. She's back up.
She still has time.
She's got about 10 seconds left on the clock. Can she get back up there? Come on, crowd. Let's get her back up there. She is our oldest competitor of the day. She's charging hard for it. And that's going to be time for Cheryl. She still has 1 more ride to capitalize on her placing.
My oldest competitor, you mean 41, correct?
She's definitely 41. I bet she still gets carded at the bar.
5 points.
All right, Cheryl, you are going to improve your score with 5 points.
25.
Oh, sorry, 25 points is still your highest score. You scored 5 points on that last one. 25 is your highest. Next up, our current leader in the Masters women's category, Lauren Bird.
Yeah, Lauren!
Lauren currently sitting at 225 points. Sorry. Back into the feature she goes. Here she goes for her second ride, plugging the bow. Boom! Big old loop up and over the top.
Trying to spin it around there, unfortunately getting flushed. She's paddling back up the eddy now. Still has plenty of time in this ride. Setting back up for some sort of aerial trick.
If I had to guess, she's going to go for that Space Godzilla. Trying to get that twist. Getting the twist, but not the air required to score that trick. Back on top of the foam pile she goes, looking in for that next trick. You kind of want to plug center right in this hole. It's got a weird little dead spot on the left side. Spencer, talk to me a little bit about what's going on in the NOC hole right now. We have different takes on what's going on right now.
I personally think you should plug center left, but you know, I guess I didn't score 700 or 1,700 points.
That is going to be time for Lauren's second ride. Let's give it up for Lauren. Yeah, this NOC hole was created in 2013 if you're brand new to freestyle kayaking. They had the world championships here. Actually, Dane Jackson won the world championships here, and along with Hunter Caddage and Jordan Poffenberger for the USA. So it was a full USA sweep for the men's class. Women's class, it was Claire O'Hare from Great Britain who won it back in 2013. Clay Wright also won the squirt boating men's here. All right, Lauren is going to keep her first ride score with 193 points. So 193 points for your second ride. Your first ride was still your highest. Next up, Eric Jackson coming into the hole, looking for the McNasty off the start, kind of grabbing a little bit too much stern grab there, getting pushed out. There is a flush line, even though you can paddle back from 2 miles up. You have to be able to stay retained, where if you drop the ping pong ball inside the hole, you stay retained. Looking for a bunch of cartwheels there into split wheels, linking it into offside split wheels.
So the cartwheel is the foundation for freestyle kayaking. It was the first trick ever created. And EJ was pretty much there when that happened. He's been competing since the sport started.
When EJ was designing boats for wave sport, he would look up at the judges. There wasn't very many aerial tricks. It was only vertical tricks. You'd get 4 points for vertical, which was between 60 degrees and 90 degrees. You get 2 points in between, oh, look at that, Big Space Godzilla and Phonics Monkey. But he'd look at the judges and said, only count nothing but vertical. EJ didn't want the baby points. He only wants the big points.
I think that still continues to this day.
Exactly. At the end of that ride, we saw him go for the Big Space Godzilla and the Phonics Monkey, two of the higher scoring tricks on the score sheet. He wants to lay down some big scores. I think this ride is going to up his score from the first time. I see stuff being added and subtracted. The judges are still tabulating on what they think they're going to score, but I can confidently say this is going to be bigger than your prelim scores during the senior men's prelims. This is one of your biggest rides I've seen you do at this event. Looking around a 775-point ride as of right now. Again, this is average from three different judges. All right, EJ, your score is coming out at 735 points. That's going to be your second ride score. That's a really big score. Next up, we have Sean and his fresh Rockstar 5. This dude used to rip around in an old dope. If you've never seen that kayak, you definitely should and try it out. It's a pretty awesome boat. Going for the spins on the right-hand shoulder, looking for that Space Godzilla, but not quite getting aerial enough for it to score.
All right. He's paddling back up into the feature. Maybe he's going to go for that Space Godzilla again and try and get the air under his boat so it scores. Or a big loop here. Scores that big loop. He's going to reset on that right-hand shoulder again. Fortunately catching something and getting a little bit vertical, but he still has time to make it back up. Absolutely plowing through that gate. Let's cheer him on back up. He arguably has the absolute best beard out here.
Honestly, his color coordination is on point. That's going to be time for Sean's second ride. Pretty solid second ride, I have to say. Got that big aerial loop, nice spins, trying for the cartwheels and the Space Godzillas. We'll have to see what the judges end up giving him, though.
Yeah, definitely a super solid ride. I think that's going to be an improvement over his folks.
243.
All right, Sean, you coming in with the 243 points. This is going to put you straight into third place. You are into third place right now, but there's still one man who has something to say about that. John with the supernova dropping into the hole.
John spinning around on that right shoulder, unfortunately flushing off. He's coming back up that eddy. I'm super excited to see this boat do cartwheel ends. That's really what this boat is designed to do, and I'm hoping to see somebody hoping to see John put those ends under. Spinning it around to the left, unfortunately flushing again. Going for a roll though, and he's back up. Still has plenty of time in his ride. Biggest smile on his face. Maybe the happiest athlete out here today. Coming back into that feature. He's gonna try and spin it around on that left shoulder again. Unfortunately catching that stern and getting a nice stern squirt down.
Great work by John there.
John had a great ride there.
He's still got one more ride to go. Again, this is the final, so 3 rides, 1 count.
Mr. Hargrove is up next.
All right, he's gonna stick with his first ride score, going with 20 points, getting both spins. Next up, my dad, Matt Hargrove, dropping into the hole for a second ride. He's currently in second place right now with around 300 points. He needs to beat a 700-point ride, which would be his highest scoring ride ever. Going for that big Space Godzilla off to the right-hand side. That's actually his offside Space Godzilla, but kind of eating a little bit of crap there on the left shoulder.
I think he was going for the space loop there, honestly.
Matt Drainplug Hargrove paddling back into the feature.
Maybe some smack talk being said there.
Plugging in, looking for the Space Godzilla off to the right-hand side, or the left-hand side again. Looking for that spin on the right-hand shoulder, going for the cartwheels to the right side. Dropping the left angle, the second angle just a little bit so it didn't count. Plugging it in, going for that loop now. Landing a little bit wide. These athletes have to score between, or land between 45 degrees of upstream. If they don't, it's not going to score. Looking for that split wheel off to the left-hand side, catching that angle just a little bit more. And that's going to be time for Matt Hargrove. Funny story about my dad. He actually started a race with this drain plug out in his creek boat. Didn't realize halfway through the race until he started sinking. Had to empty out, got back on and finished the race. Needless to say, he didn't win it.
That's surprising. I'm sure he would have beat Mason if he had a drain plug.
I'm sure he will. All right, Matt Hargrove, you're going to come in with a 290-point ride. That's going to be the same score you had on your first ride. You need to improve a lot if you want to move into first place. Personally, I think you need to go up and do an entry move, but what do I know?
It'd be a lot cooler if he went up and did an entry move.
All right, next up. This is our last rider of the Masters class. Let's get hype, crowd. Let's get Cheryl up there. This is her last ride for the U.S. National Championships. She has 20 points right now. She needs to triple her score if she wants to move into first place. Coming back up the eddy she goes. Here she goes into the hole. Again, a week and a half ago, Cheryl had never surfed this feature before, but overcoming fears and getting inside the feature, she has. And so now she's competing here at the U.S. Nationals. He did hear me.
Feature now. I think I'm going to see a huge loop out of her. In these
15-second buzzer.
seconds. Maybe. unfortunately, that's going to be the end of her chance today. I'm excited to have her cheering me on tomorrow.
All right, Cheryl coming in with 5 points. Not going to improve her first ride score, so she's going to stick with a 20. So let's give it up for a victory lap. Lauren Bird, your U.S. national champion for the Masters class. Lauren coming in for a victory lap. Currently, she's in 4th place in the senior women's class as well. So using this as a practice ride and a warm-up ride for tomorrow when she has the semifinals. Looking for that loop there, but not quite getting it to come around. Back into the eddy she goes, carve it up.
She's in the feature now, looking for some sort of aerial trick. Going for the loop, but unfortunately not quite getting it. Going again for another aerial trick. Just finding that weird eddy underneath the wave. Going to the eddy, it'll make it easier. 15 seconds left. She has one more trick in her. Let's see something huge. Going for that huge loop. Space Godzilla. Maybe getting it. That was a good ride. Competing's hard. She's been competing all day.
Lauren is not going to improve her first ride score. Coming in at 136 points. So she's going to stick with a 240-point ride from before. All right, next up, our current leader for the Masters class, Eric Jackson with 735 points. Looking in for the McNasty, coming nice up and over the top, staying retained inside the feature. Looking for that phonics monkey, getting the pirouette, and then straight into the loop. Not gonna get the phonics monkey over there, but he might get a pirouette linked to loop. Looking for the cartwheels to the right-hand side, trying to clean it up, not use his paddle for the rotation. What did you say? All right, EJ back inside the feature he goes. Maybe looking for a shove it there. Plugging the bow in. Big aerial loop. There's that woo tricky. Perfect execution, but maybe just bubbling off. We'll see what the judges say, whether he retained that or not.
Mason, to the people that don't know what that trick is, what is that?
A woo tricky is basically a back cartwheel into a Space Godzilla. It's the exact same opposite as a woo, tricky woo. So for the tricky woo, you start backwards. You can do half a split wheel into a forward cartwheel in, all on the same blade. With the woo tricky, you're doing a stern in, placing down with the same blade on the right-hand side, pushing it down into a Space Godzilla, which is a 90-degree twist flown into a front loop. All right, AJ, you will not improve on your score. 426 points for your third ride. So you're still in first place with a 735-point ride. Next up is Sean.
Sean has the ability to dethrone EJ here and take over first place. Let's see if he can pull it off in this final ride. Dropping the feature, looking for a big loop. Maybe getting it, spinning around to the right. He's saying, looking for that loop again, definitely scoring that loop this time. Spinning again to the right.
I'm just going to go to the Jackson dinner, and Izzy's not coming.
Catching a weird bubble and flushing. On the eddy line, rolling up. Still has
They
plenty
want
of
to spend time
in this
together as a
ride.
family. You know,
Let's get him back up there, everybody.
I'll see if Mateo wants to come, but I'm not going to stay long.
Back in the feature now. Going for those cartwheels.
Nice,
Oh,
beautiful
gets some
cartwheel
good
ends on the
lines.
right-hand side. Those are definitely going to score. There's that 15-second buzzer. He looks like he's tired. I don't blame him. It's been a long day. All right. crowd, we only have 2 athletes left for the entire day. This is day 1 of the U.S. Freestyle Kayak National Championships. It's been a long day, but it's been a good day. All right, 173 points. That does not improve your score, Sean. So you are going to be in 3rd place still as of right now. But the last person who can actually mix up our leaders board is the man dropping in right now, John, with the red Supernova bib 286. I'm gonna start calling him Mr. Business Attire.
Going for some cartwheels there. Oh! Unfortunately not maintaining the feature. We'll have to see if that scores.
All right, crowd, let's get him back up there. I know you guys are getting low on energy, but so are these athletes. They only have about 20 seconds left. He's got to put down some tricks if he wants to move up in the leaders board. He's currently in 4th place as of right now. Oh, unfortunately, missing his roll. Maybe he needs to take a play out of Cheryl's playbook and go for the bazooka roll. Looks like that's going to be time for John. All right, crowd. This is our last athlete of the entire day. Let me see all the energy you got left. This is for the national title. Here we go. Matt Hargrove dropping in. Can he dethrone Eric Jackson? He has to guess. Your bow needs to be faced this way. Okay, here he goes. This is his last ride to dethrone EJ. Can he do it? Crowd, do you think Matt has what it takes to dethrone EJ? I think so. He's got to put down the ride of his life. This is going to be his highest score by around 300 points if he can do this, but he's going to start with it big, going for this entry move. Boom, entry 1, around 30 points. He claimed it. Surfing around to this right-hand side, looking for the plug. Big aerial loop coming off the right-hand side, landing it nice within the feature, spinning it around. That's 10 more points on the board. He's around 120 points as of right now. Fighting his way back into the feature. Looking in, he's going to go for that right-hand space Godzilla. He went for the offside space, not quite getting the twist that he needed to score that point. He needs to come back and try that again. Back on top of the foam pile he goes. He's going to go for that onside space Godzilla now. Plugs the bow in. Going for the loop. I don't know why he's doing that again. He's already scored that. Plugging the bow back in. Going for this cartwheel or split wheel. A little bit low in the second end, but that's okay. It's up to the judges, not me. Plugging it in, looking for that split wheel. Nice split wheel on the buzzer, and that is going to be it. I can confidently say that's not going to improve his score.
He has
But-
a nice space surf going right now, though.
Oh, he did improve his score.
300, baby.
All right, he did improve his score to a 300-point ride. So, our national champions for the Masters class, Eric Jackson, Lauren Bird. Those are going to be your national champions for the Masters class. In 2nd place for the men's, Matt Hargrove. In 3rd place, Sean. In 3rd, John. In 2nd place for the Masters women's, we have Cheryl. Thank you guys for coming out for the first day of the U.S. National Championships. We will be kicking back off at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning for the 9:30, excuse me, for the junior women's semifinals. That would be 10 of our best athletes from all over the nation competing for
Moving
the
on
finals.
to the cadet
We'll
class.
be moving into junior men's
the cadet class and look at our
semifinals,
preliminary
then
class now.
into
In the
women's
men's
semifinals and men's
we
semifinals.
had quite
And
a
then
big
you're not going to
class.
want to miss the end of the day. This is the finals where we're going to be crowning our national champions
We had
for all of
Ian,
our
first
age
place, Ian Jackson,
categories.
second place, Mason Hartley,
And it's
third
going to be a
place,
show
Nicholas
you're not
Troutman,
going to want to
fourth,
watch.
Spencer,
But thank you
Ryder
again so
Jackson,
much
sixth,
for
Harley
joining our
Kilroy,
first day.
Mason Smith, Ari
Athletes
Dennis,
who have showed up, and thank you to all of our sponsors who have helped put this entire event on. We will see you guys tomorrow.
Luigi, Luke Womble, Acacia McCurry, Caleb Jones, Harley, Ellsberger and Royal Warner.
If you are a willing body
In the
and would
women's
like to help
category,
us
we
break down
had
this tent on the middle island,
Abby Holt,
we will
Emily
not
Jackson
say no.
Keeling, Lauren Bird, Liam Hardman, and Carly Thomas. They will all go to semifinals tomorrow. In the junior category, we'll be taking in the junior men the top 11 tomorrow, actually, because we have one ghost in the round. The ghost is Matthias Marie from Canada. So Daniel Hillicky, Colin Glacken, Owen Zinsmeister, Mateo Kowalczyk, Bodie Hillicky, Matthias Marie, Daniel Smith, Brewer Olaf, Oliver Dube, Jaden Allison, and Marcus Mortel will all be going to semifinals with Gibson Culver, Thomas Joyce, Evan Bate, and John Chalkley. And then in the women's junior category, we had McKinley Kate Hargrove, Mary Claire Hargrove, Chloe Spears, Collins Green, Ivy Lenz, Anna Monson, and Sophia Haro. We started out the day with the C1 final as well. In our national championships, Makasia McCurry and Spencer Mortel. So join us tomorrow as we get back into the finals and semifinals of these events here at the 2025 U.S. Freestyle Canoe Kayak National Championships, brought to you here by the NOC.